My name is Molly, and welcome to my first YouTube video on my brand new YouTube channel. I am an artist, illustrator, designer, ceramicist, jack of all trades, master of none in Chicago, Illinois. So for my first video, I thought it would be fun to do a studio tour because I just moved into a brand new space. So I'm going to show you around the new space. I'm going to show you some things that I'm working on and things I want to change, and talk to you a little bit about workflow and where I keep everything and how I organize everything. If you have any questions about what it's like to have a studio or what it's like to move into a new space, please ask them in the comment section, and please like and subscribe because I have a lot of exciting content coming and I'm just really excited to be doing this. So enjoy. Hi. Come on in. Welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to give you a little tour, and my husband Eric is shooting this video. Say
hey,
hi.
Molly.
Hi. These are my dogs, Pete and Toad. This is Pete.
Hey, Pete.
This is Toad.
Hey, Toad.
So I moved into this space about 2 months ago, and I've already done so much to get it almost exactly to where I want it, but it's still a work in progress. And while I tour you around, I'll show you some of the ideas I have for studio improvements. I've been in this building for over 6 years.
Mm-hmm.
I was downstairs with my BFF, Joe Kraft, and our studio space down there was, I think, 800 square feet.
Mm-hmm.
This one, I think, is 600 square feet. What do you think it is?
It's hard to judge. That might be right.
I can't remember. I've been watching a lot of studio tour YouTube videos, and I will say, like, it's made me really grateful for how much space I have. It's kind of crazy. So I pay $777 for this, and that includes internet and electricity. And it's a really nice space compared to other spaces I've been in. The bathrooms are really clean. There's always toilet paper, which has been an issue. And I know some of my friends have studios where you have to bring your own toilet paper, stuff like that. So it's a pretty cushy space. And there's an elevator, which is really nice. I was really confused when I first moved in about how I wanted to set it up and where I wanted things to go. And the first thing I knew is I wanted all of the ceramic stuff in the back. So my practice is kind of interesting because I have a business where I design t-shirts and tote bags and prints and all sorts of things. And I need to keep those clean and dust free, but I'm also a ceramicist, which is really messy. So I decided it made sense to just sort of keep those parts of my practice as far away as possible. So this is my shipping station right here.
Mm-hmm.
I built this table with my best friend, Joe. And it's really handy because it has all of these tubs underneath for storage. And the plans were really great. I'll put them in the show notes.
Oh, cool.
Because I highly recommend anyone build this table for their studio. It's really nice to keep backstock protected in these bins. I knew that when I designed the studio, I wanted to have storage everywhere and have little spaces to put things kind of everywhere. So when I built tables, like the studio tables further back that I'll show you, I wanted long shelves that I could stack things. And it's also really nice in the studio to have everything lifted up off the floor because, like I said, things get dusty. So being able to sweep under everything is totally key.
Yeah. That table is amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, it looks really sturdy, like something somebody's suburban dad would have out in the garage, kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is a great garage table.
Yeah.
I highly recommend building one for whatever room in the house. And then I have 3 of these IKEA pegboards that I see in everybody's studio, and that's because they're so amazing. Right now, I'm just using it for little packing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I keep, like, in all of my orders, I put this branded postcard, and I've been making these little zines.
Oh, cool.
To go in orders.
Yeah, that's really cute.
That have some product pictures and just little studio updates.
Yeah.
This is the July one or the summer one. So
oh, nice.
It's nice to just have everything organized. My last packing area didn't even exist. It was just like I pulled everything out as I needed it. So now having access to everything is amazing.
Yeah, yeah. This is a big upgrade to the previous version where you just dug around in random
Yeah.
tubs and cardboard boxes. And yeah.
Yeah. So it would be great to get some orders so I could pack them. This table I got from IKEA, and it almost looks just like our dining room table at home, raw pine. And I even got the same chairs that we have at home because they're really comfortable.
Yeah.
But I love this table, and I've been using it a lot when I don't want to like sit at my desk when I need a break, and I just sort of want to feel a little bit like lighter and airier, maybe like to get ideas or draw or have some time away from the computer.
Yeah.
And it's also a really good spot to have like friends over to draw or meet with business associates and important people.
Visitors.
VIPs. Yeah. I have a Frigidaire.
Ooh.
With lots of sparkling water and snacks for the dogs.
Cool.
This is a little life hack. When the dogs are being annoying, just give them a bully stick.
Give them one of those.
Give them one of those. This is where I'm keeping all of my t-shirt inventory. I have so many t-shirt designs, and I actually need another shelf because I'm running out of space already.
Yeah.
But it's really nice to just have everything out. When I first started making t-shirts, everything was in bins, not folded. And actually, do you remember, Eric, when you helped me pack for Black Friday one year?
Oh.
And we just had to dig through boxes stacked on boxes. So now everything's out, and it's as far away as possible from all the dusty stuff like the ceramics. So
yeah,
it stays mostly clean. But yeah, everything's folded and easily accessible, and it's really easy to just pull orders and pack them over here. I just built this today, and it's not done, but this is my little Zen shelf.
Mm-hmm.
So I put these holes in there because I'm gonna string paracord through it so it holds everything up. But I've been collecting risograph zines to get inspired.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just nice to have them in the studio so I can look through them when I have a break. This is my friend Kelly's zine, The Downed Deer. I also got this one that I'm obsessed with.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
Mm-hmm. And it's a 3-color risograph book, and Christina is a really tight printer. It's wild.
And a really nice illustrator.
And an incredible illustrator. I have this on my website, and it's just a bunch of short comics. And my friend Yasmin gave me the idea to make it long and landscape style, because that's how my sketchbooks usually are.
Yeah.
So a lot of the drawings started in my sketchbook, so it's kind of nice that they can just exist in like this long form. Oh yeah, so this is my risograph machine.
Mm-hmm.
And then these are all the prints I've printed so far on the risograph. So these two are in my web shop, and then this is the fold out of the little zine that comes with orders that I showed you guys.
Cool.
And then this is the photos that we printed last week, you and me, Eric.
Oh yeah.
Like you forgot? Oh, huh.
Forget a lot of things.
And so right now I have black, fluorescent pink, aqua, and sunflower yellow. But maybe one day I'll get mahogany, because that's my dream.
Yeah.
I hung up some art, which I'm really happy about. If you look closely at the walls, they're like filled with holes, and there's paint everywhere because the previous tenant was a painter, and I didn't repaint any of the walls, and I'm actually fine with that because it sort of gives it like a messy look. But hanging framed art, this is the first time I've ever hung framed art in the studio. It just makes me feel like so happy.
Yeah.
And 2 of the prints are mine, which is kind of embarrassing. But then I have this green toad screen print from my friend Brooke Inman, who's really talented.
Yeah, that is really nice.
And then I have this screen print from Anna Highfish, who's so incredible, super talented.
So this is the desk. This is the work desk.
This is the desk. This is
Yeah.
the desk area. I write my order letters here. I like do all my emails and like just admin stuff here. And then these are some things that I had downstairs and I just put them up today. But this is an illustration that my mom did.
Oh.
She used to send me letters, or like she'd send me bills that I got sent to her house, but she'd always like draw little illustrations on them, which I think is cute. And then this is the house I grew up in. And then this is a postcard my mom sent me of the only Leonardo da Vinci painting in the US.
Ah.
And then this is an E.L. Doctorow quote that I like. It says, "Writing is like driving at night in the fog. You can only see as far as your headlights, but you can make the whole trip that way." And I kind of like thinking about that in terms of making art. Here's some of my ceramic. This is the dog bed that I'm currently working on. I built the base and then I need to sew the foam cover, but it's gonna be really cute when it's done. Oh, I actually have the plan.
Dogs love it, right, Pete?
Pete, come here for the video. Okay.
Or not.
Or
yeah.
not.
Yeah.
But my plan is to paint this illustration on all four sides, I guess.
Oh, cool. I didn't know you had that kind of plan.
So this is Pete and this is Toad. And I want to paint it navy blue and then have all the shapes be white. So it's kind of like folk art-ish.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And
just
then
along the sides here, right?
along the edges. And then I have a quilt top at home that's done and ready to get sewn in. I just haven't had time. I don't really like to sew in the summer.
Yeah, no, it does seem like kind of a...
It's like a wintertime activity.
Yeah.
And then this wear cart has a lot of work in progress stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Right now I'm prototyping for holiday. It's currently July and I'm prototyping for holiday, which is the most forward thinking I've ever been in my life. And I'm quite proud of myself. But I accidentally fired these too hot.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a ceramicist, you'll understand what I mean. I fired these to cone 6 instead of 04, which is actually the first time that's happened to me in my entire ceramics career. And I'm
shocked.
I know, but you live and you learn and you move on. One thing ceramics teaches you is just don't get attached to anything. And then this is my kiln. I love it.
It is really nice. It looks great where it is.
Yeah. And it was crazy to get it wired. It was really expensive because the box that it pulled power from is all the way down the hall. So the conduit had to be run from there, down the hall, up along the ceiling, and to this power box here.
Yeah, that's a long way.
So the studio is on the second floor of a building in Chicago. And I used to be on the first floor and shared a space with my best friend. And we were both growing in our practice and sort of like the walls felt like they were closing in on us. And so one of us had to move and I started to call around in spaces. I called around for spaces and I reached out to the super of this building, the building manager, and I said, I was looking for space and he said there was nothing available. So I started to ask around at other spaces. And as soon as they found out I needed to wire a kiln, the conversation stopped. So I didn't realize how difficult it would be to find a studio space that would allow you to wire a kiln in. Mm-hmm. Kilns are actually really safe, like probably safer than like electric blankets. But a lot of studio managers and building owners have a no kiln policy. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fire that happened in Oakland a few years back. People are really scared of kilns catching fire. I didn't realize how difficult and how lucky I was to have a space that would allow me to wire a kiln in. So even though it cost a lot of money, I was just so grateful that I found a space that allowed me to do that. I built this table when I first moved in. And like I said, I wanted everything to be up off the ground. So having this little shelf down here that I can put like glazes and stuff on so that they're not sitting on the floor, helps for sweeping. And I put this one on casters, which is great.
Oh yeah, there's little wheels there.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So it's locked right now, but
you could roll it out of the way.
I can roll it out of the way. If I wanted to like have classes, I could move it and have more space. So yeah, I really love this table, and I'm going to build a second one for the middle of the space over there.
Yeah.
And I want to make a video about that.
Yeah.
So if that's interesting, let me know, because I think it would be fun to make a video. Yeah, so building furniture was actually like way easier than I thought. And it was easy to DIY it. And one of my New Year's resolutions this year, aside from making long form videos, was to get handier. And so I learned that the best way to get handier is just to do it. Yeah, I want to make more videos about like building studio furniture and helping people feel like they can do it, because it's really easy.
Yeah.
If you can follow a recipe, you can follow a woodworking plan.
Yeah.
Speaking of tables, I have this 12-foot long one that's built into the wall, and this is from my old studio downstairs. So I had movers move it up for me. It was a huge pain in the butt, but they took it apart. They took it apart right here and then installed it in the space.
Oh yeah.
But I love this table. It feels kind of like a bar table almost.
Yeah.
And it's a good height for standing
or for sitting on the stool,
or for
right?
sitting on the stool.
Yeah.
And it's covered in sheetrock, which is a great material for ceramic studios, and I always recommend it to people. It's way better than canvas because it's easier to clean. You just sponge it off. It is a perfect absorbency. So I work a lot with slabs, and it just dries things out really evenly. And it doesn't hold dust the way that the canvas does. So it's a lot healthier. And finally, it doesn't leave canvas marks in your work. Oh, here's the metro coming by. Okay, so then this is where I keep all my underglazes and glazes. Mm-hmm. I love the way they look in like a rainbow.
Yeah.
It's so satisfying. And then I have all these test tiles for these glazes that I want to build like a little test tile wall, maybe here.
Yeah.
That's also on the list. So cool. Thank you for coming to visit my studio. And the next video I have is going to be a little studio Q&A. I asked Instagram to ask me some questions, but ask me anything in the comments down below and I will be happy to answer it. And yeah, thanks for watching my first YouTube video. Wow, that was a really good video. My first video. Did you hear that? I guess I should shut the window when I'm filming. Okay, things to remember for next time. Shut the window when I'm filming. I think that's it. So I'm filming my outro the day after I film my intro. And yes, I am wearing the same outfit as yesterday, but my hair is greasier, so I'm wearing a hat. Thank you for watching my first YouTube video, my studio tour video. And like I said, probably 20 times during the video, the next one hopefully is going to be a Q&A. So any questions you have about anything regarding the studio, please drop them in the comments. I would love to have questions to answer. And it'll be kind of sad if it's just crickets. Making YouTube videos is really hard. Editing is really hard. So props to anybody who does it. Props to me. Props to me for making my first video. I'm proud of myself. Thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. And I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel. That would be really cool. It's very vulnerable to put yourself out there in this way, but I've had some like itch or desire to do this for a while. So yeah, I'm just excited. Cool. Okay, see you next time.